I've tried recording several times over the last few days, but I couldn't really get anything to work that well, and even the games that I ended up winning, they just weren't that interesting to watch. But I think I've finally found something that's going to be fairly interesting. So we're playing an Even Rogue with Tess Greymane, and the way I decided to play Even Rogue is I randomly generated a number between 1 and 18, and each of those numbers represented one of the 9 Hearthstone classes, and then either even or odd, and we ended up on Even Rogue. So I was looking through my collection, looking for things that Even Rogue could do, and I was drawn toward Tess Greymane. She's one of the flashier, more exciting new legendaries in the Witchwood, and I think there are some lore implications here between Tess and Genn Greymane, so that's cool too. But unfortunately for Tess, her two best activators are Hallucination and Blink Fox, and those are both odd, so we can't play those. But we still have access to Pickpocket, a card that was basically designed for a Tess Greymane deck. But from there, we're really scraping to find some more stuff to play. It does turn out, though, that the Death Knight cards you get from Arthas and the Lich King count toward Tess, so we're playing both of those. We've got a copy of Lily and Voss. Maybe we reroll some Shadow Steps and do some exciting class cards. And I've also got a copy of Bone Drake. About a third of the time, the Bone Drake will give you a dragon from another class, and sometimes it gives you Ysera, which I assume works the same as Lich King. But obviously I can't play Ysera since she's 9 mana. And then similar to the Tess, we're also playing 2 Spectral Cutlass, pretty self-explanatory with all this 6 synergy. And since we're playing Even Rogue, we have a 1 mana hero power, so unlike a typical rogue deck, we actually want 2 drops. So we're playing Shiny Finder to find the Spectral Cutlasses, a couple Plated Beetles because we probably want the game to go long, so the armor's nice. Got a couple cheap shots to deal with wide boards since I can't play Phantom Knives. And the cheap shot's pretty good with spell damage, so we have the Blood Mage Thalnos and a copy of Spell Shifter. Those also support our Eviscerates and our Backstabs. And then we don't really have a real win condition in this deck, so I figured maybe I can beat people up with some Spiders. Got a couple copies of Wanted, just as a bit of extra removal, and sometimes the coin helps you smooth out an even curve. And closer to the top end, and sort of in a similar vein to Cheap Shot for dealing with wide boards, we have a Mossy Horror. Not sure how good this will be since Paladin's probably going to kill us before turn 6, but I thought I would give it a shot. I've only got one Mossy Horror, which is probably not enough to beat Paladin, but I can always Shadow Step another Mossy Horror, or more realistically, I can Shadow Step Tess to get multiple copies of her Battlecry, or you can even Shadow Step some of the random minions that you get off Pickpocket, and then you play that minion twice basically, and Tess will bring back 2 copies of that minion. Or we can even just Shadow Step our Faldori Striders, and get a bunch more spiders in the deck. So Shadow Step is a pretty versatile card, and it does a lot to support our Tess Greymane. I wasn't expecting much out of this deck, but I've played 8 games so far, and my current record is 4-4, and I'll take a 50% win rate for any deck that's playing Arthas. Warrior. Okay, this class sucks, but maybe I can beat it.
Watch your back.
Shouldn't need Cheap Shot. I'm tempted to keep Tess, but I think I'll be able to find her this game. Pickpocket. If he's a control warrior, I'm probably going to hold this Pickpocket for a really long time. Probably try to get 5 cards out of it if I can.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
None will survive.
Genn versus Baku.
Astonishing.
Incredible. Here we go.
Found the Tess that I was debating whether or not I should keep. He didn't play Quest, so it looks like he's just straight up control. I think that's good for me.
Here we go.
Find our Spectral Cutlass. I guess I'm gonna coin this guy out. See if I can start smacking away at that armor.
I'm fast and furious.
Alright, that's a very bad trade for him. I guess I can just use one of my cutlasses here.
Here we go.
Take that guy out. I probably will try to actually get some value out of the second one, though. Although I guess maybe I can just get value out of this one. Pretty unlikely that I'll need to use it anytime soon. Okay, he's just gonna use it. That's fine. I did make sure that I played the one that I got off the Shiny Finder, so he doesn't know I have this one. Let's just go ahead and hit the wanted on that guy. 3/6. How do I kill a 3/6? Maybe I just cheap shot it 3 times. Seems decent. Can't imagine cheap shot being that good of a card in this matchup. Alright, let's not do anything too flashy this turn. Play another spider dude. Alright, that's fine with me. Lich King. Yeah, just play the Lich King here. You can also go for like a weapon eviscerate play, or a, I don't know, coin eviscerate wanted. Let's just play Lich King. If I get the second coin off of this wanted, I could actually play 6 pickpockets instead of just 5. Maybe that's something I should actually try to do. The more cards I can pour into my Tess, the better. And just in general, getting more cards is nice.
Rush the enemy! Defend Gilneas!
Wow. That's a really terrible way to kill Lich King. Holy crap. Alright, we found a spider. Not bad. So I got Army of the Dead off Lich King. I think I just can't play that this game, because that takes 10 cards, or that takes me 10 cards closer to fatigue if I play Tess afterward. And I've already found the Lich King. I don't really want to burn my spiders. I think I'm just not going to play Army of the Dead. But I think I am going to go Cutlass Wanted here. Take that guy out, get our coin. And I guess I passed the turn. Next turn might just be Shroom Brewer and double eviscerate his face, just to get cards out of my hand so I can play the pickpocket. Alright, double eviscerate that. I don't really want to use my weapon here though, because I can get so many charges out of these things. So I guess I could trade off a 4/4 instead of using my weapon. I mean, it's not pretty. But I feel like getting potentially 6 or even more charges on this weapon is probably worth more than a 4/4. Not by much though. So as long as he doesn't do something crazy here, I think I'm just going to pickpocket next turn. I should have enough hand space. That's kind of annoying. But I can probably get away with just drawing cards here. I guess I actually only have room to draw 6. Means I might overdraw a card. We'll just see how this goes. Okay, Hatchling's not bad. Molten Blade. Probably not very good since I want this Spectral Cutlass to last forever. Found a King Mosh. Not terrible. There's a Gore Howl in there somewhere. Cornered Sentry, so I could just play that and then not overdraw my next card. Shadow Steps would be bad overdraws. The other Pickpocket would obviously be terrible. I guess I'll just play this. And it really sucks that 2 of the cards I got were weapons. Okay, maybe it doesn't suck. So I might just King Mosh that guy. I can actually dagger into Harrison and then King Mosh, and it kills his 2 biggest guys, keeps my guy alive. Okay, well my guy dies, but I can still kill his 2 biggest dudes. Pretty sick weapon, but probably not very good in my deck. Alright, he likes his armor. Respect. I'm also a big fan of armor. Man, these 1/1s are smacking me. Got a freaking Woe Cleaver. Is Woe Cleaver good? Thalnos, double-plated beetle, a 4/5 and 2 6/5s? Sure. Found a plated beetle. Fine. Acceptable. And I don't think I want to play either of these, they just die to his 1/1s. Dude, these 1/1s are smacking me. Do not appreciate it. Not one bit. I think I'll just trade off my King Mosh into this. Do I want to hit with the Woe Cleaver again? I really don't want to hit Lillian Voss, because I kind of want to reroll this Army of the Dead, and potentially my Arthas card. But it's only 1 and 4 to hit her. Hitting other stuff is pretty good. God damn it. Okay, well, maybe it's not too bad. Let's just play out this thing, I guess. Kind of a good brawl for him. But I do need to play my cards. Maybe I just play Arthas. Kills fewer of my stats. Whatever. Arthas is fine. Baron Genn. My trades into that actually aren't very good. Hopefully I can draw a backstab here. That might be good. Oh, the Doom Pact is awful. I might just try to keep this Lillian Voss alive so I can Shadow Step her. My 2 Death Knight cards are trash. Can I get away with eating 7 damage here? Puts me down to 9. I can make a taunt here to block a potential Gore Howl hit. Get this guy in play to get some armor. Maybe keeping the Lillian Voss alive is not necessary.
Here we go.
I hope I don't regret this hit. I did give him kind of a juicy board clear here. It's okay. She'll win the brawl. Didn't draw anything. Not really unexpected. Alright, come on, Lillian Voss. You can win this one. First out. Well, Genn is cool, I guess. Probably just hit this guy with a Mossy Horror. I actually forgot I had this Mossy Horror in my hand. Could I have played this back when those raptors were smacking me? I don't remember if I even considered that. Well, that's fine. We can play it here and it's okay. And then I think I just want to get a couple things out of my hand. Because I do want to play this other pickpocket. And I wouldn't mind hitting, or finding like another Brawl or another Reckless Flurry. I believe he has one of each left. I want those to be gone before I play my Tess, because Tess makes a pretty big board. I could Gore Howl into this guy, but I'm really not feeling very secure about my life total. Probably just send these 3 into it.
So many options.
I have 7 cards in hand, so I can only pickpocket 4 cards here. Something like Execute, or honestly even Shield Slam could be pretty good here. Start picking some pockets. I think it's unlikely I'll get too much more value out of this. Wow, double Spellstone. Was the Whirlwind... Oh, it's 2 damage. I get like Whirlwind to keep this guy alive. Nah, we'll just go Dry Whisker Armor. Alright. I might just not want to play the Whirlwind, because it's probably just going to end up with my Tess whirlwinding herself. That thing's big. Oh no. Is this the death of me? On a backstab. Well, this is not good. Does Tess do anything to help deal with those? I don't believe she does.
So many options.
I can go Thalnos, Backstab, Whirlwind. That'll mean I only have to take face damage from one of these. And then I can even Gore Howl along with that. I guess that is the play. Thalnos, Backstab, trade in. Whirlwind for 2. So hopefully he doesn't have a big weapon to hit me in the face here. I think these decks usually play Gore Howl.
This jungle hides many secrets.
Elise. Okay. My man's playing for fatigue. He understands the matchup. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna play Tess here. No, I mean, there's no reason to play Tess, I just play a Spellstone. Alright, this is fine. Down to 5 cards in my deck, 2 of them are spiders, so only 3 cards really. Alright, that's the second to last board clear. We should have a brawl left. Found a spider and a bone drake.
Here we go.
Guess I'm smacking here and hoping I don't die. I guess I just play Tess here, so I get that, the hatchling. Hope I have the board space. I know I've also played a Dry Whisker Armor. Oh, okay, that's a taunt too. That's acceptable. And I'm gonna Shadow Step Tess for some future shenanigans. It's actually kind of a bummer that I've played that many minions. Wow, that was strong. But yeah, I actually really wanted Tess to hit the dinosaur guy. So if I look at all the stuff that Tess hit, it's actually not very likely to find anything that deals with this. So I guess I just cheap shot it a few times. I guess I can cheap shot it twice and then play a Bone Drake. Maybe that's pretty good. I have to trade these guys in though. Don't really want to get rid of my taunt, so I guess I'm just going to cheap shot it. Tess will give me a new weapon, so I'll just hit him with that one. I could have also gone double cheap shot, trade this guy in, and then Tess gives me a whirlwind. I think that was better, actually. I didn't really consider that I had the mana for double cheap shot plus Tess, but she's been Shadow Step, so she's only 6 mana. Might have been a pretty big miss on my part, honestly. I actually don't have that much time to win this game, because I only have 1 card left in my deck. I die to 2 hits of fatigue. That's a bummer. So do I try to just play this guy here, or do I Tess? I have 5 board slots, 2 taunts have died. Or I've played 2 taunts, I should say.
I must choose soon. Here we go.
I'm gonna Shadow Step this guy. Getting even like 2 armor out of it might be pretty good. And it makes his Brawl go from 2 and 3 to kill me to only 1 and 2 to kill me. And it opens up a board space for Tess next turn to get more taunts. This finds him warrior spells, right? So I don't die very often to this. He only needs 2 damage. Something like an Execute could also do it. So I get 2 armor here. Potentially keeps me alive. I need to play this guy so that I don't die. Kinda sucks though, because then it dilutes my test pool a little bit farther. But I need the armor. Really hoping for a hatchling here. Don't care about Whirlwind. Spellstone's bad because it takes up room for the hatchling. Hit 2 Dry Whisker armors. Holy shit, that's bad. Well, if he can't kill me here, I have a pretty solid board state. But if he has his Brawl, I think I just lose, even if my taunt lives. I can only take 1 more hit of fatigue. Keep in mind though that a lot of these cards are Ungoro cards. Okay. Eight, 12, 18, 19. Holy shit. Did I add that up right?
Here we go.
Holy fuck, that was close. I think there were a couple turns where I could have made that less close. But it also would have been less close if I got real Death Knight cards. Holy crap.